Welcome back to Love You Bunches, a cooking love letter. Today we are making one of my favorite fall breakfast recipes. Actually, that just might be one of my favorite breakfast recipes of all time. And I'm not a super breakfast girl, definitely not a super sweet girl, but this is it. We are making sweet potato pancakes today. You can't go wrong with this. You can't go wrong with this. For me to you, moment of transparency. The hardest part about this recipe, honestly, is just making sure you do the appropriate prep work. So already in this bowl, we have a sweet potato. Put it in the oven, 400 degrees for an hour. Went ahead and mashed it. If you have a food processor, put it in the food processor. If you have a good blender, don't be over here with no $18.99
take your
blender having the blades coming off because you got potato trying to puree. Just don't do that to you. Don't do that to yourself. Already in the bowl. And I always say with pancakes, it's better to make more than less, because you know how you have like Bubba and them come up and say, I want more pancakes. Trying to figure out the measurements for pancakes just for two people, it's like how much flour and baking soda and salt. Now, if you're great with math and you're a mathematician, do that. If you're not, just make more. Just make more. Starting off with sweet potato. This is just one big sweet potato, or you can do two small sweet potatoes, whatever is up to you. In here, we have a cup and 3/4 of buttermilk. Wanted to stop here. Buttermilk just makes your pancakes light and fluffy. It has a little bit of tang to kind of like counteract the sweetness, but I promise you, once you start doing buttermilk in your pancakes, you won't go back. If you wake up one morning and say, hey, oh my gosh, I have one sweet potato left, I don't have any buttermilk, I guess I can't make that. No. You can still make this. Just swap it out with whole milk and you'll be completely fine. Now, if you have fat-free, almond, oat, I don't know. Drop it in the comments. We'll figure it out together, but we're just gonna do buttermilk for this. Just go ahead and pour it in nice and thick. Next, we have 2 medium-sized eggs. I like to just pour them in one at a time. Oh, I have my whisk over here. I completely messed up the order of how these spoons are supposed to be, but this is cooking. Like sometimes you have a plan and sometimes the plan just goes real YOLO-ish and you're just like, all right, we're gonna thug it out. We're gonna figure it out. So go ahead and start mixing this just so we get that egg already mixed before we pour in the next one here. Boom, pour in the next egg. I don't know why this is so relaxing to me, but I just love mixing and whisking. Like it's a thing. It's like, remember that was like, it's the flip of the wrist.
Look at the flick of that wrist.
I can't remember. If you know what song it is, please drop it in the comments, because that used to be my song. In here, we just have a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Put it in here. And this is just our wet ingredients. Baby, if you still holding on to the box pancake mix in 2020, we gotta let it go. Like I promise you, once you go back to homemade pancakes, you're not going to do the box. Let the box go, okay? Even Roddy Ricch said you gotta let the box go.
Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box.
We did the wet ingredients for moving over to the dry. Not really, we were here. All right, so in here we already have a cup and 3/4 of all-purpose flour already in the bowl. You know, baking, everything starts with flour. Here, we're just gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I know there are people saying like, oh, you have baking soda, you don't need baking powder, vice versa. For this, you need to make sure you add the baking soda because this is a pretty thick mixture and this is gonna help it rise. Also, baking soda helps with like the browning of your pancakes. We have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. This just adds to the sweetness. It's so good, but it's not overly sweet to the point where you hate it. Fun fact about me, I hate sweet things. Like I cannot walk through a candy aisle at all. I do not like cookies. I do not like brownies, but this is just like nice and subtle and it's great for the fall. Like Sunday mornings after church, right before you're watching your Hallmark movie, this is it. Also, this is like great snack, and you can freeze them if you have extra. So during the week, just pop those babies in the microwave and you're done. This right here is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then in here, we have cinnamon, and we also have ginger, just a half a teaspoon of each. My mom always likes to add nutmeg in hers. I'm not a huge nutmeg girl. If you like nutmeg, add it, do your thing. But for me and mine, and in this kitchen, we're not doing nutmeg. Drop it in here. I also forgot to tell you, I just put some salt, just a little bit to balance out that acid. Okay, we're going to go ahead and mix the dry ingredients. You don't want to over mix this, because over mixing at this part is going to have you with really thin, firm pancakes. I feel like it's one of those things where you can see them coming to the table if you go out to eat, and it's like, they ain't got no height. They're not fluffy. It's probably because they over mixed it. So just make sure you get the dark brown sugar or light brown sugar, whatever you have, really mixed into this flour. And do all your mixing here before you combine the ingredients, because then if you do that, it's gonna get real bubbly. All right, nice and mixed. You're gonna pour your wet ingredients into the dry, not the other way around. I promise you, I'm saving you time in the long run. See, this is not your average pancake mix because it's a lot thicker, but I promise you it is so, so good. And now we're just gonna mix. We are just going to mix, and this is gonna be pretty thick. Do not let it alarm you. It is okay. I promise you, once we get it to the skillet, it's gonna fluff up. All right, so we are done mixing. Don't over mix because we don't want non-fluffy pancakes. And we're gonna go from here, we're gonna go to the stove and put them on and smother them in butter. And then we're gonna top them, one of my favorite little toppings for pancakes. All right, I'll see you soon. We are back, and the pancakes are just getting nice and right, just how we like it. So they're fluffing up, took a while, but I told y'all, sweet potato pancakes, it's like a love letter. It takes a while. You just gotta get into it. Give it some patience. It's gonna be worth it. So time to flip. I am the worst pancake flipper. Oh, that was kind of good though. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on, come on. Ooh, come on. This is God's blessing, because baby, everybody can't get that type of crisp. Oh, say something. Say something. Ooh, I'm out here. Watch me mess this up, because the rest of them have been fire. Fire, fire. Okay, coming for it. That's money, okay? Literally dollar bills, y'all. That's me, not really, but y'all get the vibes I was going for. That was a perfect flip for 4, okay? I don't know how many rings Tom Brady has, but when people are like, 4 rings, 4 pancakes, I did that, okay? So we're gonna let them crisp up, do it, and we're gonna put it with my favorite topping, and we're gonna top them together. And we're not gonna eat them together, but make sure you tag me, send me your pictures, tell me in the comments below how much you like this recipe. And maybe we can do a link up, post quarantine, I don't know, maybe go on a double date once I let Casper the friendly ghost go. Whatever works. You let me know what works in the comment, and we are going to be back. So I'm gonna see you in a bit once we start topping them. We are back, and we are ready to top. Look at how pretty the pancakes are. I wish y'all could smell them, because they smell so freaking good. Okay, remember I told y'all, time to top it. So this, I just have some syrup. Just wanted to give y'all a little presentation, but this is just regular syrup. I did not make this. I'm not there in life. If you are, shout out to you. We were just having a debate. I don't know if it's called, I say pecans, but they're saying it's called pecans. So put your pecans, pecans, and make some bacon, y'all. Ooh, wow. It was like a rain of topping, but that's it. Imagine pulling up to the table with this uncontested. Thank you so much for joining me again for Love You Bunches, a cooking love letter. Make sure you subscribe below. I cannot wait to see your pictures of you cooking this. Tag me, and let's have a conversation in the comments. All right, I'll see you next time.